Welcome to spectacular Sunset City. Okay, here's the situation. A contaminated energy drink has turned everyone into mutants. There are survivors doing whatever they can to get by. But some of them are dicks, attacking others for their stuff. Whoops, ignore that one. But it's not all bad. All this place needs is a hero. One who doesn't just survive, but does it with style. Who is this hero? Me! Not me? Oh, you! Can you survive the many dangers? Can you help others survive? Can you save Sunset City? Can you? For the love of God, can you? Of course you can. It's a f***ing video game.
The main character of like Sunset Overdrive is it's a very Insomniac-esque game. I will say that much. It's very funny. It's very mature. Very mature. But I love it. I love it. It's the very first fucking game I ever played on Xbox One, and like I said, it's still one of my favorite games. I haven't played it in a while, but getting back to the main character isn't exactly somebody I would normally talk about, but I mean generally the ranks for each of the characters are literally the same. Obviously you play the male, you play the female depending on how you want to choose. You customize them any way you want to, you dress them the way you want, hair any way you want, give him hair any way you want to, long hair, short hair, dreads, doesn't matter. He's the main character of Sunset Overdrive, and like I said, the character type is basically the same, dialogue's the same, interaction is the same, obviously different voice actors and actresses, but still, more or less, the character is still the same. Now, getting on to what I'm talking about, the main character doesn't really even take too much of what happens that seriously. I mean, he generally takes it seriously. He knows he's in a video game and doing weird shit. I think that's how it is. I believe, don't quote me on that, but I believe he knows that he's in a video game and he breaks the fourth wall often and doesn't really take anything seriously. For the sake of this, I'm calling him a he, because that was my first playthrough. And, you know, he's not really that. He's really snarky at times. Like, he can generally come up with a very snarky ass person, and it just shows throughout the whole entirety of the game that he just has a lot of snarky ass comments and just doesn't take anything too fucking seriously. Believe me, there are situations and certain things in the story where things do have to get taken seriously, especially if somebody dies or something bad happens, people get hurt, things like that. It makes sense, but for the most part, the game doesn't take itself too seriously. It's just a very fun, crazy ass like ride, more or less. And you know, the character just kind of acknowledges that, but just kind of goes along with it. Like, before they even became this type of fucking person, they just led a really boring life. As I believe as a worker for Fisco. I believe, I could be wrong again. I haven't played Sunset Overdrive in like a couple of years. But yeah, and especially once the apocalypse in a sense sort of happened, he finally becomes this person that I guess he wanted to become all this time and do all the crazy shit that he never got to do when, you know, everything was civilized and wasn't going to hell. But like I said, he doesn't really take anything that seriously, minus a few situations, more or less like a few situations that happen. He does take it seriously, but that doesn't happen too often. It just happens occasionally. And like I said, breaking the fourth wall constantly. This motherfucker must think he's Deadpool, or this motherfucker must think they're Deadpool. But obviously I said he. I'm going to use he for this entire video. And it's just kind of like how it reflects, you know. And more or less all I have to really say about the character, because there's not much else I can say. The main character of Sunset Overdrive is a crazy fourth wall breaking Deadpool. Just basically, your character is aware of where he's at, where the crazy shit he's in, and just like completely fucking enjoying it. So my more or less interpretation of this character is that it's just the theme of the game, kind of. it fits the like kind of tone of the game, which works. It's better to have somebody who doesn't take things that seriously, and then also make light references to certain things, internet culture, any other little bullshit things like hipsters and blah blah blah. It makes sense to do that for this type of game because the game does not take itself too seriously. It's colorful, vibrant, bright, dripping with fucking references and all types of different cultures. So it is what it is. I wouldn't expect the thing to be. I wouldn't expect the person to be, you know, serious. So that was more or less my interpretation of the character. If you ever have the chance to pick up Sunset Overdrive, it's definitely a lot cheaper now. I really would love to see another Sunset Overdrive, and I'm sure it will happen someday, as the game was a pretty decent success run for Microsoft. So I really do hope to see Sunset Overdrive 2 at some point down the line. Obviously, we're still worrying about they're worrying about Spider-Man right now. Insomniac's worrying about that new Spider-Man game is coming out, I believe, next year. So, you know, maybe after that's done, maybe. But that was just my thoughts on things. And this was Character Interpretations. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.